Welcome to the Pace Studio. I'm Josh Jackson. I'm joined here today by Annie Black. Welcome, Annie.
Hi.
So, Annie, you are our resident Judy Garland, Renée Zellweger expert. What did you think of this movie?
Yeah, I'll admit I was mostly excited about this movie because I absolutely adore Renee Zellweger. I've been following her career for years. I think they did a really good job with Judy. It was a classic tale of what goes wrong when you are a child in Hollywood. I think that we've seen it more recently with, Lindsay Lohan and figures like that in pop culture. But back in the 30s, if you can imagine, it was actually worse.
Absolutely. And
Yeah.
and this is not your typical biopic in that it does not tell her story from young child actress through the end of her career. It really focuses on the end. There are some flashbacks that give some context to her character as to why she is the way she is and how she came to struggle in all the ways that she came to struggle. But it really does tell a story of the last year of her life and her attempt at making a comeback and being a mom and having it all and just all the struggles that came with that.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, when you're being given pills at, age 15 to help you not be hungry, to help you sleep, to help you really function as a regular human without sleep or food or anything humans tend to need, it tends to screw you up in the long run. And I mean, she was only 47 years old when she passed. So,
Yeah, and so the story deals with her heading back to London, where she had had a very successful run, really helped revitalize theater in London in the 1950s, and the
mhm.
idea of a musical show, and and she's wildly loved there, but she's disconnected from her family back in Los Angeles. And it is really just, you can see it on screen tearing her apart. And Renee Zellweger, I thought, did a just tremendous job of communicating that pull in her life of just trying to be the mom that she wants to be, separated from her kids.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, she was a mother of three. Of course, Liza was much older. Liza Minnelli was much older than the other two. And the kids were young enough that she wanted to be home, but she couldn't because she was just a troublemaker when it came to getting there on time and not being drunk when she got there. And
And
it was a
managing her
lot.
finances and
Yeah, and I think Renee Zellweger did an incredible job. We weren't watching her portraying Judy Garland. We were really watching some form that we've never seen of the actual Judy Garland. There were times even listening to her sing, like we know that Renee Zellweger can sing. Like we've all seen Chicago, we've seen her do Roxy Hart. She's an incredible vocalist, but listening to her do these songs that were done originally by Judy Garland and doing them so well, it kind of transported you to another time entirely.
it really is impressive that she's playing one of the great vocalists of all
Oh,
time, and
absolutely.
it never like what people loved about Judy Garland. You could feel the way that she was connecting to these songs, particularly in some of those last scenes.
Oh, heartbreaking. There were tears. I had to regain some composure before we left the theater for sure.
So yeah, I would highly recommend this movie,
Yes.
particularly for anyone interested in the life of a singer like Judy Garland. Um, it comes out this weekend.
It comes out on September 27th.
All right. Well, thank you, Annie.
Thank you for having me.